Hi friends, the name Valencia is too familiar. It's a locality next to Father Muller Hospital in Mangalore. How come the name of this city in Spain got transported to Mangalore in India, I wondered. Well, here is the short answer. The then Madras government that governed Mangalore in the early 20th century issued an order to municipal council to allot 5.73 acres in Byaripalike, as it was then known, to Bishop of Mangalore for burying the dead Catholics. The then local Bishop V.R. Fernandez, who was convinced of the need for a church, approved the proposal to establish a church at Byaripalike on 2nd March 1935. The bishop also decreed to dedicate the church in honor of Saint Vincent Ferrer, who was born in Valencia, city of Spain. Due to some litigation, there was delay in constructing the church. The foundation for the church was laid and blessed on September 24, 1942. The Eucharistic celebrations began at the new church since January 1944, and the locality came to be known as Valencia. Valencia was founded as a Roman colony in 138 BC. The Latin name of the city was Valencia, meaning strength or valor, due to the Roman practice of recognizing the valor of former Roman soldiers after a war. The city's population thrived in the 15th century owing to trade with the rest of the Iberian Peninsula, Italian ports, and other Mediterranean locations, becoming one of the largest European cities by the end of the century. The port of Valencia is the fifth busiest container port in Europe and the second busiest container port on the Mediterranean Sea. The city is ranked as a Gamma level global city by the Globalization and World Cities Research Network. Valencia makes an excellent base for exploring Spain. Its central location on the east coast of Spain provides easy access to other major cities like Madrid and Barcelona by train. The city also has an airport that offers flights to various parts of Spain and Europe. English is spoken in Valencia, especially in areas frequented by tourists and in international business settings. However, the primary language spoken in Valencia is Valencian, which is a dialect of Catalan.
जिंदगी बिता दो पल जो ये जाने वाला है हो आने वाला पल जाने वाला है हो सके तो इसमें जिंदगी बिता दो पल जो ये जाने वाला है एक बार यूं मिली मासूम सी गली एक बार यूं मिली जो ये जाने वाला है, ओ आने वाला पल जाने वाला है। हो सके तो इसमें जिंदगी बिता दो, पल जो ये जाने वाला है। एक बार वक्त से लम्हा गिरा कहीं, एक बार वक्त से लम्हा गिरा कहीं।
This modern building with an ovoid roof designed by Santiago is called Hemispheric. It has a 3D cinema hall and a splendid planetarium. It has the shape of a human eye and is reflected in 24 square meters lake.
हमें तुमसे प्यार कितना ये हम नहीं जानते, मगर जी नहीं सकते तुम्हारे बिना। हमें तुमसे प्यार सुना गम जुदाई का उठाते हैं लोग, जाने जिंदगी कैसे बिताते हैं लोग। दिन भी यहाँ तो लगे बरस के समान, हमें इंतजार कितना ये हम नहीं जानते, मगर जी नहीं सकते तुम्हारे बिना। हमें तुमसे प्यार
This is the beach of Valencia. It's very windy. Yeah, you can see. I hope you can see the wind and how the wind is, blowing fast. Whoa, 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 whoa. Linley te io saco. One can't imagine how fast the wind blows, and it could be very, very dangerous. So I just got down for a second and rushed back to the bus, simply because I couldn't withstand the force of the wind and
I'm afraid I might be blown off. I might be blown off my feet. So it's quite dangerous. See, look at the waves, how the waves are. Wow. Very windy, very windy.
This old town of Valencia used to be a place where Romans resided, delimited by a great wall. This old town of Valencia is over 2000 years old and has been the home to the Romans, Visigoths, and Muslims since it was founded in 130 BC and is one of the largest historic centers in Europe. Walking through the streets of this old town of Valencia has its own charm, and in fact, it is to step back in time on a journey through Roman, Islamic, and medieval history. The oldest part of Valencia, Situat Vella, was once entirely behind defensive walls, and the remaining imposing gates provide a dramatic entrance. Further divided into 6 barrios, it is within the central medieval core where you will still find many of Valencia's best attractions, museums, and restaurants. The Serranos Towers, with a height of 33 meters, historically known as Torres de Serranos, were constructed at the end of the 14th century and retain their Gothic presentation. The Torres de Serrans were built between 1392 and 1398 by the architect Pierre Balaguer. It was the main entrance to the city and was originally built with a defensive function. From 1586 until 1887, the towers were used as a prison for nobles. It is an important landmark and one of the best preserved monuments of Valencia. Of the ancient city wall, which was pulled down in 1865 on the orders of the provincial governor Cirillo Amaros, only the 14th century Serranos towers and the 15th century Quart towers have survived. These 2 sets of twin gate towers are the most tangible remains of the ancient walled city of Valencia.
उदरनिमित्तं बहुकृतवेषम् उदरनिमित्तं बहुकृतवेषम्. So here is a man in the guise of a gorilla, and he would give you a bear hug provided you give him some money.
We are in the old town of Valencia. You can see the roadside eatery, which is a common sight here.
We are now walking towards the Valencia Cathedral. We are walking towards the Valencia Cathedral. You can see the typical design of the street lights.
दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए, चुपके से आए. कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए, चुपके से आए.
मेरे ख्यालों के आंगन में कोई सपनों के दीप जलाए, दीप जलाए। कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए, चुपके से आए। कभी यूं ही जब हुई बोझल सांसें, भर आई बैठे बैठे जब यूं ही आंखें। कभी यूं ही जब हुई बोझल सांसें, भर आई बैठे बैठे जब यूं ही आंखें। तभी मचल के प्यार से चल के छुए कोई मुझे, पर नजर न आए, नजर न आए। कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए, चुपके से आए। कहीं तो ये दिल कभी मिल नहीं पाते, कहीं पे निकल आए जन्मों के नाते। कहीं तो ये दिल कभी मिल नहीं पाते, कहीं पे निकल आए जन्मों के नाते। है मीठी उलझन गैरी अपना मन, अपना ही होके सहे दर्द पर आए, दर्द पर आए। कहीं दूर जब दिन ढल जाए, सांझ की दुल्हन बदन चुराए, चुपके से आए।
We are now in the Virgin Square, which is the heart of Valencia's old town. A bronze statue of the Roman god Neptune sits on a platform in the center with a cascade of water flowing down to a lower level from all sides. The lower level contains bronze sculptures of 8 naked women. The fountain is an allegorical representation of Valencia's Turia River. The 8 statues of women have water pouring from jars representing the irrigation channels of the river and is named the Turia Fountain. This oval fountain is about 60 feet long and 26 feet wide. It was created by sculptor Sylvester Edetta and dedicated in 1976. We are now in the Basilica of the Virgin of the Forsaken. This Basilica of Our Lady of the Innocents, Martyrs, and Helpless is another of Valencia Old Town's finest religious buildings. Relatively modern by Valencian standards, construction of this basilica was completed in 1667. This basilica, built in the Baroque style, pays homage to the city's patron saint, Virgin Mary. She is represented with a lily in one hand, with the baby Jesus carrying the cross in her arms. The image is characterized by having a slight forward inclination. For this reason, she is affectionately known among Valencians as La Jepardeta, that is, La Humpback. Our Lady of the Forsaken is a Catholic invocation of the Virgin Mary. The feast of our Virgin of the Forsaken is held on the second Sunday of May, when Valencians pay tribute to their patron. According to legend, 3 young men dressed as pilgrims arrived and offered to make an image of the Virgin within 3 days in exchange for their board. They were taken to a place known as the Hermitage. After 4 days, and without any sound emanating from within, the brothers forced the door open and found the image of the Virgin Mary. The mysterious pilgrims had disappeared. Shortly after, a paralyzed and blind woman, who was the wife of one of the brothers, was cured. The incident gave rise to the legend of El Ferren Els Angels, that is, the image made by the angels.